Tonight we are going to talk about the emergency fund, 3 to 6 months according to Dave Ramsey. But then wait, there's this guy, another Dave, a Canadian Dave. He wrote The Wealthy Barber. In the very last chapter, he says he does not agree with the emergency fund. And I'll tell you why. But first, I got something in the mail and I want to open it up because I can no longer live my life without a case on my phone. The basic idea of an emergency fund is that every 10 years, something will happen that'll be a major expense. Let's say it's a medical emergency, a major car repair issue like your transmission going. Could be that the roof needs to be replaced, it started to leak, and you can no longer patch it up. I'm not sure, but basically once a decade, on average, you will get an emergency that you will not be able to pay for. And instead of living paycheck to paycheck and relying on a line of credit, Dave Ramsey says you might as well have a 3 to 6 month emergency fund that will cover your expenses, your basic needs. So not necessarily going out to eat, maybe not Netflix, all that stuff. Cut down all your non-essentials and focus on the essentials. Add that up over 6 months, 3, it depends. Dave says if you have a secure job that it's almost guaranteed, you might get away with just 3 months. Whereas if you're maybe a photographer and COVID happens, weddings are canceled, you might need 6 months instead. So that's Dave Ramsey's approach. Whereas Dave Chilton here, the Wealthy Barber author, says might as well get a $10,000 line of credit, because the problem with an emergency fund this is not the emergency fund, that's that big in your bank account, that's semi-easy to access, is that you might see a jet ski and you just think, hey, that's a good idea, let's buy it. And then you just wiped out your emergency fund for something that you only use maybe a couple times a year, I don't know, and that you weren't gonna buy otherwise. So I'm kind of torn on that, but I just spent, this actually feels really nice. This is, by the way, this is a Spigen Liquid Air, I think it's called. And this is probably my 3rd or 4th Spigen case. It's a great case, and I read lots of good reviews, and it fits, and now I'm feeling better about carrying a phone that's made of glass. So as I was saying, I recently had a bunch of car repair bills, and I've started building up my emergency fund, but I'm getting insurance bills too, because we pay insurance annually, which might not be the way to go. Monthly might be the way to go, but I chose annually this year just to see what happens, why not? And yeah, we're getting hit by 3 insurance bills back to back. So my emergency fund is kind of on hold, but so are my mortgage payments. If you go back to the other video on that, I recommend it. Check it out right here. If you're interested in slowly building wealth and almost guaranteeing that you'll be very wealthy for retirement, hit that subscribe button and let's build wealth together. Till next time, peace.